If you're looking for guidance on how to build your credit, this video is for you. So we're going to talk about building credit using a pledge loan, and let's get straight into it. So you may or may not have heard about the Navy Federal Credit Union pledge loan. But I'm here to tell you that's not the only one that you can get. And we're going to get into why I like using pledge loans to build credit. So keep in mind, you can do the Navy Federal pledge loan, but you can also do the pledge loan that I'm going to tell you today. It's a different credit union. So hold on. So our goal basically, so we want to build a credit profile that has at least 10 positive reporting accounts, right? The pledge loan is just going to allow us to get at least 2 accounts if you get it from Navy Federal and the institution that I'm going to tell you about to go get it at. So definitions are important. So let's talk about why or what even is a pledge loan. So a pledge loan is basically a loan that uses money from a savings account, CD, or a share account as collateral. If the borrower doesn't repay the loan, the lender can seize the pledged funds to recoup their losses. Because remember, everything is risk. Credit is risk. All of that is risk. The borrower may also pay a higher interest rate on a pledge loan that they earn on their savings. So keep in mind, this is basically the whole notion of a pledge loan. So let's just kind of talk about it in layman's terms. Pretty much, you put money in your savings account, and then the bank will use that as collateral to give you a loan that you can use to build credit. So the Navy Federal one is about 2%. And the one that I'm telling y'all about today is, hold on. It's Hughes Federal Credit Union. They're located in Arizona. So those of y'all that may know about Navy Federal, you have to know someone in the Army. Those of y'all that know how to get in there, you know how to get in there. But Hughes Federal Credit Union, you just have to make like a simple donation. And Hughes Federal Credit Union is one of the credit unions I tell my clients to go ahead and use to actually build their credit. So the same way you could do a pledge loan with the Navy Federal is the same way you could do a pledge loan with Hughes Federal Credit Union. So why do I like pledge loans versus secured cards? So pledge loans versus secured cards are better because you get the funds from the pledge loan released to you as you're paying it off, right? So when you have a secured card, let's say you put 1,000 down, you don't get your own money right away. When you have a pledge loan, you put that 1,000 down as collateral. Whatever you're paying down from the loan that they give you that you basically borrowed against your collateral, as you pay it down, you get the funds back to you. So it's basically a strategy, and we're going to get into what I want y'all to do to go ahead and do what you need to do to build your credit with it. So what should you do? Number one, you want to figure out the amount that you want to put down. So let's say you put down $5,000, right? Because you're like, okay, I want a loan, a personal loan reporting on my credit of $5,000. You're going to apply for the pledge loan, right? So you're going to go to Navy Federal. You're going to go to Hughes Federal Credit Union. You can get at least 2 accounts. You can do more, but so once you're approved and the funds are released, you're gonna want to pay down like 90 to 95% of the loan immediately, and you're gonna return that 90 to 95% to yourself because it's gonna become available, so you can put it back in your bank account and use it for what you need to use it for. You're gonna pay off the remaining balance, stretch out over a year or two. So a $250 balance on basically like let's say you took out a 5,000 one, the remaining $250 it'll be like on a $10 a month situation. So by the time your credit reports, it's gonna show like, okay, this person paid $4,750 out of this $5,000 loan, and it's gonna come off as it's gonna report as a paid off trade line. 90 to 95% just paid off like that, right? So you do that a couple times, you get other accounts, stuff like Ava Finance, which we talked about in a separate video. Your kickoffs, and if you want to do self-lender, you can go that route too. So yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. By the next credit refresh, you're gonna have an account that's paid off 90 to 95%. This is why I prefer pledge loans versus secured cards, right? So you can go to your local credit union. You could ask them, do you guys do pledge loans? Let them know you're trying to build your credit, right? Like you don't make this stuff too deep. It's pretty simple. The goal is just to get to at least 10 positive reporting accounts. If you have student loans, you're gonna have at least 10 positive reporting accounts, and hopefully they're in good standing. So that's something you got to take into consideration too. One thing too, you could take that $5,000, you could split it into 2 different loans. So like let's say one's for 1,000, one's for 4,000, right? So now you have 2 accounts that are paid off instead of 1. So let's say you do that twice for Navy Federal, twice for Hughes Federal Credit Union. You got 4 accounts that are paid off now because you're going crazy, you know? So that's an additional way to build that credit. So the good thing about having a pledge loans is that you're literally building a relationship with the bank. So this is good for getting at a cash rewards Navy Federal card of 25,000. Maybe you get 20,000, maybe you get 18,000, but we see clients getting upwards of 20,000, at least 25, at least 20,000. So get into the 25,000. So these are things you want to do with the bank to show them that you're considering being serious with them, right? Everything is relationship based. So you have to look at it as that. If this video was helpful for you, make sure you share it with somebody. Most importantly, make sure you take action. What I will say, we have our CAT Credit University. I'm going to leave a link in the description if you want to learn more. So the CAT Credit University is basically a place to learn more about credit and help start or grow your credit repair business, or just your credit repair knowledge if you don't want it as a business. But I'm going to allow some of y'all for 50% off. So instead of $200 a month, it will be only $100 a month. Think about how quickly you blow $100, right? Imagine you're getting information like this on a routine basis. You're in an environment where other people invested in themselves, right? So that's basically what the CAT Credit University is. If you want to tap in with us, tap in. If not, just keep watching the free YouTube videos. To be honest, you might not get as far as you can if you're not investing in yourself, but it is what it is. The 1% that's watching these videos that I make the videos for, y'all will tap in. I will see you in the university. The rest of y'all, be easy. Don't hate that 9 to 5 too much. Y'all have a blessed one.